Okay, class. Good afternoon. Welcome back. Today, reminder, we're going to lose two, I'm sorry. So you please watch the clock. You're one of them. Today we have a new assignment, but I want you guys, it's going to look familiar, so I'm going to go into Google Classroom. Please don't do this yet. This is me getting ready to show you. Your eyes are going to be up here for a second before we start. Okay, we're going to have a learning intention for today. Same thing. Do you remember when, I don't know how long ago, we made a table? Right? Remember you made a table and in there was jagged, there was different line types, right? We created it, it was pretty basic. What other lines do any of you remember? You remember some that we drew together? Yes. Jagged. Jagged, thank you. And what else?
Curve.
Jacob said curve. One more?
Connect.
Connect. That was the, describe that one to us again?
You just put random dots and you have to connect the lines and make a shape.
Great answers, thank you. This is going to take that lesson one step further, okay? Just barely. You're going to see something really familiar, and then I'm going to ask you to create a table, but it's a little bit less than what we did, okay? You're going to be writing on it, you're going to be drawing with me, and you're going to fill out your table. Then we're going to use the front and the back. So I'd rather you put your name and your period number on the front side we do together. The back side is going to be independent work. So you're going to do some drawing, you're going to be some writing, there's going to be speaking. You're going to look to whoever's next to you. You're going to share a couple of lines, not much, no big speak, okay? Let me see. Today though, the emphasis is really about line. We've been talking about lines, and I have the same artist that we talked about last time. If you remember we had 3 people. Remember Cave Drawings? The other name was Selman's. And there was one more artist, I don't think you guys know the name, but MC Escher. Same thing today, but it's a deeper exploration, okay? We're going to be analyzing, we're going to be interpreting. It makes sense. I will only say this. Analyze, don't be afraid of the word. Analyze just simply means for us. And today in this room, you observe something, you notice little parts or details or a feeling. We're talking about line as text, right? That it tells a story. You're noticing those things about it. You've just analyzed. How do you interpret? That's a big word too. I would just say this, simply. You observe something, you analyze it, you observe it, you looked at it, you notice a few things, and then you make an opinion based on your observation. So I want to just hit our learning intention as a reminder. I am learning today, this is you, you're speaking, I'm learning today how artists use different line types to tell stories, create feelings, and show ideas. How do we know we're going to be successful? Success criteria, I always just give 1, 2, and 3. I can identify different line types. You've done it. We did it on the last assignment. You're already winning. Criteria number 2. I can create an organized table that includes at least 6 line types. You did 8. You did 15 because we doubled up some of them. You're winning again. Are we successful on the 3rd one? Let's check. I can explain which line types I like best. That we didn't do then. Okay, that's new. That's you turning to your partner and saying, you know what? I like this one best because. I have sentence frames, English and Spanish, on our document we're all going to share, okay? At this point, get your iPads out. Go to your Google Classroom, please. Go to your Google Classroom and then look for our topic is art and mind. Go to that topic, art and mind. And then go down to a file. It's just a materials file. It's not an assignment. It's called Line Art Sampler. Okay, you should be able to see and read this. Everybody got that open? Very good. Any questions at this point? Everybody's good? Okay. Thank you. I'm going to project this at this point. So you have your screen and you have my screen in front of the room that you can look at. I'm going to stay right here. Remember Selman? This is familiar. Raise your hand how many, you remember this, right? Kind of look black and white, not a lot of color, you remember? Yeah, okay. I'm going to be brief here. I'm going to be really brief because this is not the point. I do want you to notice if some of you have indicated you'd like to read Spanish, we have, every slide will have a Spanish version as well. And then if you go to slide 7, we're just doing a little run through, a little preview, right? We're getting familiar with what we're going to see. If you go to slide 7, you're going to see our vocab for today, and you're going to see Spanish and English as well. You will need that. You're going to need it if you have trouble remembering out the correct spelling. That's going to be part of your chart, your table. Go to slide 8, please. It's on the screen behind me. Slide 8, this is what you're creating today. I have the paper, okay? What else do we notice about this table that kind of doesn't fit? Anybody? Just say it out loud. What do you see?
The boxes being cut.
Something unfamiliar? Yes. Ray, go ahead. There's a sentence. It's a sentence frame. This is what you're going to be repeating to each other. The blank line, somebody said jagged earlier. The jagged line feels angry to me because there's harsh lines, there's sharp points, and then it comes right back, and then it changes its mind. That's a little like chaos. You could say the jagged line feels chaotic because, right? That's what you're going to be sharing. Now, if you go to slide 9, this is at the very end of our lesson today. You're going to look at, so Faye and Ray are sitting right here next to each other. Faye is going to look at Ray and say which line type feels more interesting to you, and then why. Faye will turn around and say, I like this one. It's more interesting because. Every answer is correct, okay? And we also have that in Spanish. So go back, please. Let's go to now start on this. I'm not going to read this word for word, but I want to just point out in the text on the left image, we have right here, thousands of fine lines. This looks like a photograph of ocean water, but it's actually I highlighted thousands of fine lines. That is cross-hatching. That's probably part of our table today. Let's look at her next work, the fried eggs on here. This is a perfect example of perception. Why am I saying it's? Let me double check. Now I'm going to go to our vocab chart. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about implied in that example. So let me back up and not take back my words. You can make a pass. So this is a perfect example of implied. Implied line work is this, you guys. Like, do you see the edge of the yolk and then the white, the protein, or I forget what the protein. You have the contrast between the yellow color and the white color, and you know there's an edge. They didn't. The artist, she did not draw it. It's implied because of her use of color. A lot of her work, a lot of this, when she does images, is kind of funny. Some of it's kind of quirky. She's not, you don't see a hard edge, like a contour line. You see an implied line or an edge created when two colors meet. All right, we're going to move on to that third image. Blue. apologize. Do you know, if I watch my finger, so Blue's answering. Answer in your mind. What kind of line am I drawing? Spiral, thank you. That's one of our vocab today, okay? That's gonna be on our table. So you're gonna hunt through this slide and the next for examples that apply to our vocab, okay? We'll do it together. We'll do it together, but if you're on your own, if you go ahead of me, that's fine. If you're exploring the slides ahead of me, you're great, right? I encourage you to. I want you to be interested and focused on the one you like, but keep up, okay? I want you to also go now to the third image slide, cave work, storytelling. We discussed storytelling and cave arts. Let's go back to our intention. I just want to connect this for you guys. If you're looking at cave art and this hunt going on, that's an action, that's an event. Do you believe the artist of this image, I don't know how many thousands of years ago, was telling a story?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, I do too. So can line really tell a story?
Yes.
I agree, it does. This one, by the way, remember we did continuous? See this, the cow here, or the, let's call it, this horned animal. It looks like it's one continuous line to shape the horns in the back, and the artist never stopped. Whoever that artist was. Okay. Let's have this half of the room, watch that camera, get up and go get your papers and write your name on it. Yes.
He's calling me.
You wanna go? Okay, center group, let's go get your paper. If you have your paper and your names on the back, you are going to draw the lines to mimic what you see. I don't need you to write the words. Draw the lines. Yes.
So writing the name on the side of the drawing now right now?
Yeah. Good question. The side that you're drawing right now, you should put your name. That's going to be the name. Yeah, right here, always. If you need a ruler, they're right here. Yeah, you guys can go. Sorry. You need 3 lines. You should start on that right now. 1 horizontal, 2 vertical lines. You're making 6 boxes. Yeah.
You're blocking it.
I know. Yeah. I'm sorry, what? Right here, on the same side. Write your name on the same side as this. Okay, I need 3 lines.
So because do we draw the sentence first?
You do not have to write the words, no. Good question, thank you.
No, writing.
I'm not going to move forward until I see every hand up. Did you finish your 3 lines? Let me see, hands up, how many? Okay, we're going to wait for 1 more minute. 3 lines and your name, same side.
Like this.
Perfect. We're gonna move this. Okay, raise your hand if you have all 3 lines drawn. Almost there. Okay, Jacob, how you doing? Good. All right. Maria, how's your, do you have your lines? Okay, class, we're moving on. Okay, guess what? I'm gonna do this with you. I'm gonna make it, I do, you're gonna do, we're all doing this together. So I'm just gonna eyeball mine. I have my first, my second, and my middle horizontal line. Okay, I'm set. My first word, I'm gonna label mine, and you don't have to copy me, but when I do my labels, I always do uppercase. Some of these words are gonna be familiar to you. We have contour. I'm gonna do this first one for you. If you love the Spanish, you can do in Spanish, contorno. Somebody get the back door, please. Okay, what is an example of a contour line? Somebody want to answer, what did we learn last time? Yeah, tell us. It's like an outline, perfect. It's the outside of anything. I'm gonna change it up. Last time I think we drew a coffee mug. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it not perfectly round, I don't care. Orange. I'm not gonna sweat over the perfect roundness of it, because I'm creating a table.
Oh my god, that is actually perfectly.
You think so? Thank you, sir. Because it's a contour, I'm gonna go ahead and draw the little, I don't know what you call those, little sections, the citrus sections. Anybody thinking about our unit that we've had earlier this week? When we were, does this remind you of anything? How we see geometric shapes in elements in objects? What do we have here? Triangles, circles. So there's a contour. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna add a little seed. You don't have to. Now, can you draw whatever you want? Absolutely. Could you do a pencil? Why not? How about a pencil eraser, the little caps? You could draw that. mind that at all. Okay, I'm gonna move on to my next word is gonna be expressive.
Oh,
Expressive. Should I zoom in? I think I will. Focus. Okay, I got expressive. Now, for you guys, I'm going to flip back because I don't know that word in Spanish. I'm going to freeze that screen. I'm going to go back to slide number 7. I'm on number 2, so if I look right here, I'm going to zoom in, expressive. I do have the Spanish translation. Oh, right there. Expresivo. Now, as we go forward, if you prefer that, I want you to do those yourself. You can go back to that slide, slide number 7, and you can find the word that you want to, if you want to learn it, if you want to see the difference, the definitions, and the word spelling itself are there, okay? So now I'm going to go back to our drawing. I have expressive. Expressive is, remember we did like a dancer? It's like emotional. Yeah. It had, right, what else? So what else would you say about that? Remember the, what did it show her? Did it show, moving, jumping, right? Perfect answer. Yeah, what was it? Great point. I remember, I do, her arms were stretched back behind her. So dramatic. It's showing some movement. I don't want to copy that one. That was actually kind of hard. I'm going to do an expressive line that is just about movement. Do you think that this counts? I think so. That's expressive. It's showing movement and motion. Excuse me, guys. Mr. Rodriguez. Okay, thank you. Damien, you're right. Bye-bye, sir. Back it up. Don't worry about that. Make sure your name is on that and bring it to my desk and you're good. I'll get it for you. Is everyone with me? Can I move on to number 3 or am I waiting?
You are waiting.
Thank you, Jacob. 1 more minute. Thank you, sir.
You just need drawing express.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're good with this. You're right there. Okay. We're gonna move on. My next word is implied. Here's what I'm gonna do with implied. I like that egg in the frying pan. I'm gonna shade a circle. That's my egg yolk. I'm gonna make it dark. That's my egg yolk. I'm not outlining it, you guys. That edge is kind of implied. There's my egg yolk. Now I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do the white part of the egg. That's gonna be just a little bit, all I'm doing is like a crosshatch line, one crosshatch line, right? Can we see that? A little bit darker so you can see. There's my egg, my fried egg. Yes, sir, you can make a pass and you can go. You can make yours smaller if it helps you to go quicker. Yes? Perfect. I love yours. I'm gonna give somebody an answer for later at the end of this Google slide doc. If you look at pretty much our exit ticket today, basically. I don't like the term, but it is an exit ticket. Look at our exit ticket. It asks, which line type feels more interesting to you and why? I would answer it like this. You can copy my answer, by the way. I would say the line type that feels most interesting to me is implied. Why? Because I think it takes a little bit more thought. It takes me out of my comfort zone as an artist. I'm more familiar with contour. I like to try something new. That would be my answer. Okay, think about that for later. Let's go back to our chart, please. Number 4, the word is cross-hatching. I put a dash between cross and the word hatching. I'm done. Cross-hatching is simply a technique of lines that cross.
And that
It could be any angle. You guys. It could be. I'll do a second version. Let's say you want to go vertical and horizontal. That's cross-hatching. Let's say you want to go vertical and 45 degree. Also cross-hatching. As long as they cross, as long as you have more than two or more.
And they hatch.
And they hatch. Number 4, continuous. I think I had a lot of fun with this. Sorry. It's a U-O-U-S, continuous. I'm just going to do it with one finger. Here's my finger. Okay, I never picked up my pencil. And I have an image of a finger with a nail.
Implied.
That's continuous.
I know, but like.
Okay, let's do, okay, so, I'm sorry. I thought it was easier than the hand. How about a pencil? A continuous pencil if you like. Here's my pencil. It's gonna be short. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna go back. There's my eraser and my metal part. The really long part, and then it goes to the little tip. There's a point, I come back. Now I'm on the right side, I go back to the eraser. Done.
That's a very smart pencil.
Right?
You do realize it.
All right. We're probably a little bit behind. I want to keep up. Last one. As easy as cross-hatching, you guys. Spiral. I like variety on my table. So I'm going to keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, I'm not gonna write the names.
I wish that you would.
I'm just gonna do it later.
I'm taking my spiral to the extreme. I don't know why, but I like how it looks in contrast with the other 5 examples. You can make a pass and go.
The spiral doesn't have to be that shape, it could be different shapes.
It could be different shapes.
I love your question, and Jacob, I love your answer. Absolutely, perfect. But probably the best question I heard today. What if you chose to do an oval? Perfect. What if you chose to do what else?
Square.
Square. What if, I mean, triangle. Why not? What if it's something more organic? Make it up. Okay, I need 2 students to get up, pack your stuff. It's gonna be Faye and Miss Murillo. Sorry, Allison. Okay, you guys are gonna go to the front gate by the office, okay? Have fun. All right. And please go out the front door. Front door. Okay, I'm gonna leave this up. You should be continuing on that. Question? Okay. Starting tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. I'm sorry. So you're not gonna be here? Or was it a different period? Okay. All right. I'm sorry, miss. Yeah, leave it here. Thank you, girls. Yes. All right, you guys. While you're finishing that, I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna check in with a couple of you. But actually, if you have a question or you are particularly proud of something, you can go ahead and raise your hand, and I'll make sure to see you. Anything you really love, anybody, I can stop by. Everybody seems,
I really don't like
you guys are all,
continuous.
wait, you're all caught up. Okay, I'm gonna check in with you. What were you saying?
I really like the continuous.
That one I love. I saw that from you earlier in the week as well. Yes. Question? Yes. Yeah. I think you guys, for all of you, that's what I'm impressed with the most is your continuous. They look great. All right. We're gonna move on. Let me see how many minutes we're at. We're going over. Okay. I'm going to shut off our filming, our camera, in like 2 minutes. So, but before we do that, we're almost done. We're gonna go forward with our independent practice. Here's why I wanted you to write your name on the front. You guys, watch my screen, please. You're gonna take this paper. You're gonna turn it over on the back. Hold on, yeah, let me end this real quick, or get everybody going. At this point, you're going to make your own line sampler, which is exactly what we just created. You're gonna make it in any order you want. You can do it vertical if you want. I only need you to make a table with 6 boxes and 6 examples.
Alright, I'm finished with mine.
If you want to, I don't know if there's a student who likes to do digital, you can do it on your iPad. I put some construction paper up in the front. If you want to cut out pieces and put them on this paper, there's glue sticks and scissors and colored paper. Why not spiral? Why not curvy, what was that one called? I can see expressive being a cutout piece of paper. I can see contour is gonna be odd. I can see
Awkward.
spiral being a cutout piece of paper. You got color, and you can just draw, just like what we did if you want. So you have some options there. You can combine sketches. You can recall from when we did this with jagged. Could I take this continuous and then add some jagged and do a little combination? Absolutely. So I encourage that. Don't be afraid of that. Try some things that you would not try otherwise, okay? This is the place to do that. So go ahead and turn it over. Create your brand new, better drawn, not so quick. Take your time with it. And then we'll make I'll tell you when we're make some progress on that. We'll talk about our next step. Okay, hold on please. Yeah, I think that if I see one combination, I think I'm gonna be really happy about that, okay? That's called it's a combination. You're just synthesizing 2 things together, bring them together, okay? So make your chart, and while that's happening, I'm gonna check in on a couple of you, okay? Thank you, keep going. This is your time. You have paper, you have color, you can introduce color pencil, you have some options.